What's up, everybody? Nick the Sealhorse here, back with another episode. Just wanted to drop some knowledge for you on the cost of living here in Salt Lake City. You either already know it or you're curious about it because you're moving here, you Googled it, you found my YouTube video, you clicked on it, and now you're here. So let's break it down for you. Alright, so as far as the elephant in the room per se, we'll talk about housing prices. Being in real estate, that's something that I'm working with on a daily basis, and looking for my next home myself, I know the ins and outs and the hurdles that you're battling through in certain locations all around the Salt Lake Valley, Wasatch Front, East Bench, West Side, new construction, existing home. All these things, when you average it out, you're looking at about an average price point of $450,000. That is lower than the national average, but when you're moving to certain bigger cities, you're going to see similar prices. Boise, up in Washington, up in Oregon, California especially, and even in like Colorado, if you're going to Denver, places like that, you're going to see similar prices regardless of those bigger cities that you're moving to. Salt Lake does tout some other opportunities for you beyond housing. So if you're not looking to buy a house in Utah, though, you will see an average rent price of $1,100 to $1,200. That's average. People close to me, friends, family, and stuff like that, they're paying about $2,000 a month or more to live in Salt Lake proper or the close suburban areas like Sugar House, Cottonwood Heights, more like the Eastern Bench locations around Salt Lake City that do have more local walkability and parks and closer to the canyons, which a lot of my friends and family like to recreate in the canyons, so they want to be closer to those areas, so they do pay that premium. If you're looking at Salt Lake Valley as a whole, that average does come down to about $1,100 to $1,200, which is lower than the national average, but again, national averages, come on, there's a lot of numbers that we're crunching there, so the average is, Central America. A lot of people are moving there, so those aren't the averages we want to look at. We're looking at the other big cities. Our prices do compare significantly close to, again, Washington, Oregon, California, Idaho, Colorado. That being said, when it comes to utilities, you will save money. So housing prices may be more, but you can save that cost on utilities because Utah is actually ranked second least expensive state in the US as far as utilities. That's gas, water, electricity, trash, internet. And we use natural gas. Prices will fluctuate through the seasons. Salt Lake does get really hot in the summers, 100 plus days, weeks long, and then down into the teens in the winter. So we've got the two extreme seasons and we see them all here. So you will pay for those different seasons, either electric or gas. But we still are the second cheapest in the nation. So with those utility costs, you can look at the average price about $305 or so a month. Again, that fluctuates through the seasons, but when it comes out through the yearly average, it's about $305 a month, which is, again, not too shabby. Oi! Pains of working at home, right? But we love it. Working at home allows us to not use as much gas. It's a great opportunity to save on that. So let's get into gas. There's an accident outside. It's all good. Comes with the territory of living in a busy area in the urban downtown Salt Lake City metropolitan area on a busy road. That's okay. We don't have kids, so we took that experience over a little more quiet area, which is another reason why we're looking to move eventually. Have a family, get away from that busy road. So yeah, if you're looking to move, I've got all the areas locked down for you, and we can walk you through any of the neighborhoods that you're looking to do. Best neighborhoods, best schools, places to eat, whatever you need, I've got an eye on it. I've lived here my entire life. Got a pretty good finger on the pulse of things here in Salt Lake. So gas, transportation, average cost of transportation. So we have seen prices of gas go up recently. We're paying close to $4 a gallon on, not premium, but unleaded. And average homes or individuals are paying about $10,000 to $12,000 a year on transportation. If you want to use the public transit system, you can pay about $170 and get a UTA pass, and that'll get you access to tracks, the front runner, buses, and the like. If you're a student or a senior, you can cut that in half and you're paying about $80 for that UTA pass, which is awesome. You know, riding up the buses to the canyons to go skiing, very cool. A little greener, saves you cost on parking, which a lot of the ski resorts are now charging for parking. So the pass might be a good way to commute in the city as well. The track system is beautiful. Utilizing it for jazz games, to go up to the University of Utah, to go to restaurants downtown. It's great. So you can jump around on the tracks, you can jump on one of those electric scooters downtown, and save yourself some money on gas and the like. Parking in Salt Lake City is also going to cost you. Cutoff time I think is like 8 p.m. on weekdays. You don't have to pay past 8, and then Saturdays and Sundays are also free parking downtown. So that's nice too. Speaking of eating out downtown around Salt Lake, wherever you're living, as a couple, you're looking to spend about $40 to $50 total. So that's about, depending on where you're going, $15 per person. And that's the average. You're not going to super fancy dinners. There's a lot of great restaurants here, farm to table. You're gonna spend a premium, obviously, for those kind of things, about $30 a plate. Groceries can vary drastically. You can go very bare minimum, kind of essentials, college style eating, and spending, $2,000 to $3,500 a year on groceries, to where, like myself and my wife, we like to spend money on organic produce and sustainably sourced meats. So we're spending about, $4,000 to $5,000 annually on groceries. So, if you're shopping at the local farmers market and supporting local farmers, again, you're gonna be spending a little more, but that's what you're incentivized by supporting the local economy, which I think is beautiful and supports you to do. Which we have. The farmers markets here are awesome. There's so many different ones now popping up all over in different cities, from Sandy to Collinwood Heights, Holiday area, the downtown Salt Lake City farmers markets. We even have markets in the winter. So the farmers market scene is popping. You can support your local farmers. There are some CSAs, so get involved, get creative, make some amazing dinners for your family, and have a great time. Transitioning into maybe one of the reasons that you're moving here is tax incentives. Needs to be talked about. No one really loves talking about taxes, but here in the state of Utah, the average working adult pays about $5,900 a year on taxes, whereas the national average is $6,400. So you're saving that, about $600 a year for taxes. And that will greatly depend on the job you have, the tax bracket you are in, but we're talking about averages here. So that's the information that I'm providing you. And another fun topic, healthcare. So if you don't work for a job that provides you healthcare, either in the government sector, which there are amazing jobs here in Salt Lake working for the government sectors, or backcountry.com, also amazing healthcare insurance. And a lot of the other big corporations around Silicon Slopes do provide those incentives for their employees. So this topic might not be relevant to you, but if you are like a real estate agent like myself, you are gonna have this be relevant to your life and your family's life, and it's something that you need to care about because it's gonna take advantage or take care of you and your family in a time of need. God forbid you're gonna need it, but better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? So the basic level health insurance, when you're averaging it all out, it's about $3,700 per adult per year in Salt Lake City. The national average for healthcare per adult per year is about $4,300. Now, a lot of people I know care about health plans because of their families. Some people might not have health insurance because they're single and they don't care about it. Don't advise that, but a family of 4, you're gonna be paying about $11,400, and the national average is $13,000. So throughout all these systems, Utah ranks the 24th highest cost of living state in the nation. So we're like dead in the middle, which is great because we have all the amenities that I talked about in my last video, card in the corner, about all the amazing things and benefits that you get from living here in Salt Lake City. It's such a good place to live. You're so close to so many great things. Take advantage of it. And then all these other reasons that, cost of living, you walk out like a champ. It's a great place to live. So I understand why we have so many people moving here. If you're one of them, give me a shout. So being that we're the 24th highest cost of living state in the nation, urban areas do cost a premium. They are a higher cost of living than more rural areas. There's a lot of obvious reasons there. You got Targets, you got Costco's, you got driving, you got taxes. You have all these other incentives to live in a rural, remote location, but you're paying to live in an urban location for all these amenities. There's a reason why so many younger people are moving to urban areas, because they want to have that, more walkable, get to everything that they need in a more condensed area, rather than needing to rely on a car or, be separated from family for miles and minutes, driving all the time. There's a lot of great reasons now that you can work from home, live in an urban area, and take advantage of all these systems. It's fantastic. So we do have 5 major metropolitan areas. The most expensive one is Salt Lake City, but Salt Lake City ranks about 1.3% lower than the national average metropolitan area in cost of living. So yeah, take that as you may. It's an amazing place to live. If you're looking to move here to Salt Lake City, if there's comments that you have that this video was fantastic, really great information, I would love to hear it. If you think it's wrong, I need to change something, also leave it down there. I would love to engage with you in the comments. And if you have questions about further videos that you'd like me to address, that'd be great too. If you just think this is entertaining, you love what I'm saying, and you think I'm a great personality, give me a subscribe. Would love to have you come back and engage with me in future videos. Again, I really appreciate everything that you do. If you watched it this full length video, I love you. I thank you. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. This is really where I'm spending a lot of my time to build my content so that I can help the people around me. Rising tide lifts all ships. I love you. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.